from the Workplace Ninja Summit in Baden. From sponsor breakthroughs to community-led revolutions, this is the Workplace Ninja Community Stage.
All right. Hello, everybody. We have a fantastic topic today. I'm super proud that I'm here at the Workplace Ninja Summit, and sadly not on the Snapdragon Summit on Hawaii, on Maui. So I want to show you a little bit how we handle the ARM devices, what's ongoing, and thanks to all the sponsors, they are out there. And a couple words about me. I'm Mario. I'm focused on the modern workplace, Intune and Windows part. Hiking, riding bike, EMTP. I'm from Austria. This is my contact on LinkedIn, so please follow me. Today I have a short, quick agenda. There are some points I want to talk about. Why Windows on ARM? The Snapdragon portfolio, brand new, and then about the Copilot PCs, the NPUs, technical obstacles, and some driver problems, what we are seeing. So I'm working for a big company. We want to deploy 15,000 devices on ARM-based. That's the goal. We are not there yet, so we basically try to get all these devices ready for this year, or at least have it in our hardware portfolio, but that was not possible somehow. And yeah, I want to talk that later. Why Windows on ARM? So we run x86 Intel AMD based for decades. So the first attempt was 2012. Maybe you have seen the Surface RT, the Windows RT, and it was a mess. So basically we had the problem with the classic app support. So that was like a marketing failure. People bought these devices and they had no chance to install Win32 apps, and there was only the Windows Store, and there was nothing in there. So Microsoft was saying then, okay, we put it on hold. There was no development ongoing. Nothing was doing back then. The difference on the x86 platform is the complexity. It's very powerful. So what we are seeing, we have heavy workloads. They are trying to get out everything you can do. So you know all the fan noise and the heat temperature. On ARM, they are more efficient. We are coming there in a couple of seconds. And the main driven part was the Apple M1 to M4. So they showed it is possible to run on ARM. We have challenges. Technical challenges we are talking about later. So the emulation, the driver limitation, and so on. The legacy apps, of course, you have in your environment. Why is Microsoft now going back on ARM? So Apple showed us it is possible to deliver on a very high level. So if you are familiar with the Apple device portfolio, they are doing very good on ARM-based. The energy efficiency, I will talk in a couple minutes about it. Then we have the Snapdragon X Elite. It was the first try. We have the AI focus now, which Microsoft is providing, the NPUs. And yeah, the goal is to have a competitor on ARM-based. So how does the silicon looks like? So we have the Orion CPU, the Adreno GPU, the Hexagon NPU, the ISP. It's like an image signal processor. That is the part where you see like on Windows Hello for Business, you're using it, you see the face recognition is a millisecond faster. He's already there present, he's always watching you. And also when it comes to color correction, so you have the much better Teams experience with your camera when you have meetings inside there. The security chip, it's like the x86 competitor, the Pluton on the Intel based. So you have from hardware level based until the cloud, the most secure chips on the silicon. What else? So these are marketing slide, but this is a very good example. So ARM-based devices on Windows, they are very quiet. So what we see in some countries, we have Spain, Croatia, even in summer when it's getting hot and they have workloads to do, the fan speed is getting up, it's very noisy, they're complaining, they're trying to go in balance mode, that it's getting a little bit quiet. On the ARM-based side, you need to do really heavy workloads to get there. It's present, yeah, but it's very rare. This is because of the cool temperature. By default, ARM devices are much cooler, because this is on the simple command set. So therefore, when you type, your fingers are not getting hot, you will see it, it's a really nice temperature where the ARM-based is running. Standby efficiency, what does Qualcomm mean there? So when you close the lid on Friday, starting on Monday, you're losing around 1% of battery life. So that's also a nice feature. The instant wake, yeah, this is the ESP part, where you can sign in much faster than usual. This is a very nice slide. It's the overall portfolio where we started. So we have Microsoft on board, Acer, Asus, Dell, HP, Samsung, Lenovo. We are working a lot with Lenovo devices, and we are also checking now right out the Microsoft Surface devices. With this saying, what Qualcomm did, they checked on to have everything covered, from low CPUs, from the Snapdragon X 8 cores up to the high-performance business cases on the 12 cores. So now I want to come to the key point there. What changed? What's new? I want to have you guys to going back to your team next week after Workplace Ninja Summit and saying, hey guys, we need to consider them because there's exactly what I'm thinking personally. There's no need to have x86 in your environment for office users. What I'm presenting now, that's now really brand new. They announced it yesterday, 11 p.m. So we are the first summit in the world, I think, with this announcement. And I want to go a step further before I went to the slides. What is the fancy stuff here? So this, everything you see is already out. You can test it, bring it in your environment. And now, 15 months later, think about it. They changed a lot, and it's amazing. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm really proud to show you the upcoming silicons. It's called the Snapdragon X Elite, X2 Elite, Extreme, and the Snapdragon X2 Elite. Now look a little bit into it. The Snapdragon X2 Elite. What is so fancy there, or what it changed? So we have seen before it was also 12 cores. The old generation was on 4 nanometers, and now we have 3. We have 6 prime cores, which high performance going up to boost a little bit as well, up to 4.7 gigahertz, and you have the 6 performance cores. It's insane. So they are saying we have 31% faster peak performance regarding the previous silicons, and at the same time 43% less power consumption. That leads you to even more battery lifetime. Because our users, customers, they are working on mobile working, they are not always in the office plugged in, they're going around having meetings, travel a lot, and it will increase dramatically. For sure, this is now marketing slides, so we do not have seen these devices because they are coming early 2026. So we are working closely with Qualcomm to get these devices. They will reach out to me and we will do some tests. And so please follow us on the next summits where we are present. Then I can go really deeply into this topic because our team is testing this hardware on an extreme base. So we are really trying everything plugged in on docking stations, multiple monitors, on gaming, etc. And then we can really see what's going on there. Also, memory bandwidth is increased. So we have now up to 64 gigabyte RAM support, and also what's new, the premium GPU, it's much more efficient. The very important stuff is there. We have now DirectX 12.2 Ultimate in place. Ray tracing improvements, what does it mean? So basically this is for gamers, video creators. When you do content creating, or if you are on video and rendering, so if you have shadows, etc., this was not that good in the previous version. It worked, but this is now outstanding, so we are like competing with the X2 Elite Extreme to an M3 or M4 Apple device. And brand new, the NPU had 80 tops. So Copilot PCs have basically starting with 40 tops. This is worldwide the best NPU processor at all. There's also important, this is related to all AI features, which is building on top on the Copilot PCs. So also as a community, we need all your help to going to your ISV. There should be moved their workload as much as possible on an NPU, so that we can decrease CPU, GPU performance, and it's running on NPU. Now we are going to the Snapdragon X2 Elite Extreme. Here you see the banner, the golden banner outside. This is the highest performed silicon out there. And what we have now, 18 cores silicon, 12 prime cores, 6 performance cores on 3 nanometers. And this is insane. You have never seen it before on a Windows on ARM device. You can go you reach up to 5 gigahertz on dual core CPUs on the big. So this is outstanding. This was not present at all before. Yeah. Marketing slide again, we need to test it, very clear, 39% single core CPU versus previous generation, up to 50% multi-core CPU. GPU 2.3x faster on watt hours per watt hour, and the MPU increasement about 78%. And there's one really good feature which is new, which you need to think about it, which was not present in the old generation. It was like the Intel V Pro, AMT. Now it's coming the Snapdragon Guardian. Now we have the opportunity to manage a device below the OS level. So think about it, devices are getting stolen, lost, then you have still the ability to do something with it. So you can wipe a disk or push some policies out there, which was not present, and that is very important for enterprises, you know? So that's amazing. So now, as you have all butterflies in your stomach, you need to smash the party a little bit. So we are going now to the technical part. As I told you, I'm working with a customer. We are trying to get all our endpoints on ARM devices for office users, and we have some technical challenges there as well. Applications. Sub-GUI on Windows ARM, it's not there yet. We heard they are evaluating, doing something, but it's not clear if this will come on ARM devices, which basically every enterprise is running on it. For sure you can use the web version, but for some use cases we need the client as well there. TeamViewer, I'm fighting with TeamViewer. So for remote control, the support is now there. It was not there before July 25, and it's involved. We are checking now the native ARM version on TeamViewer. They are working on it. It was very hard to get them there because what is the problem? So they are saying it's emulated, it is working fine, but I went to them and say, okay guys, when every ISV application manager is saying, okay, we need now emulated software, not running natively, we are losing the benefit of the battery lifetime. That's why we are trying to get everything running out there on ARM. Printing, very painful because it's driver-based. You know, the Windows kernel has user-based and the kernel mode, user mode, kernel mode. Everything can be emulated in the user mode. If it comes to kernel mode, like your VPN solution, EDR solution, whatever, it's not going to work. We have seen this in our scenario as well. Our third-party EDR solution was not ready. It was emulated, and we have seen nothing was reporting to the backend. So for printers, of course, the best solution there out, check out the cloud printing or go to your third party and try to get them ready for ARM devices. Workplace setup, of course, you should also look a little bit into how does my workplace look look like. It's very important to understand my cable management, my webcams, my monitor setup. Is it really working on ARM? You need to try it proactively, check it, test it. Everything is peripheral related, of course, will work on USB, most likely, but it's not a guarantee. So please do some testing there as well. Coming a little bit in the role of Qualcomm, it's very important you are not alone there. Yeah, they are willing to help. You have monthly calls. If you really go into this topic, you can engage with them. They have super nice insights. So we do monthly updates, etc. And even it was hard to get some loaner devices from different vendors. We have someone, they give you 10 devices free of charge, but we have other vendors that don't do it. Together with Qualcomm, we received that we have now about 8 Surface devices free of charge in our environment where we can start testing. Also with Microsoft is pushing this heavily. So they have the ARM advisory service right now, so they help you guideline your developers to get there, to make the whole road from emulated to native ARM. They are supporting you. The App Assure team, yeah, it's also for free. Reach out to them when you're in the fast track. Then you have the ability to talk to them, check what is ongoing. They are reaching out to the ISV itself and asking, okay, is it possible to get it natively running on ARM? Also, we had an issue with our printing solution. The signing was not done properly. And with the App Assure team, we solved it, and we have this version running right now. All right, so yeah, very quick and short. Thanks a lot. It's a lot of insights. So if you have any kind of questions, please feel free and reach out to me. Thanks.
Thanks for joining the Workplace Ninja Community Stage. Stay curious, stay connected, and keep on sharing. Until next time.